What's going on, everybody? DP here. Today I'm bringing you a gameplay of Sticks and Stones on Nuketown. First off, just want to say that this is actually a game where I believe the whole party is me and some friends. We just kind of like decided, let's change it up a little bit. Let's go play a wager match just for shits and giggles and see what happens. So that's what we're doing here. But today, one of the main focuses I want to talk about is, the things that I hope are different in Modern Warfare 3 than they were in Black Ops. To be honest, I haven't been staying very current with all the, the postings or anything about what's coming up with Modern Warfare 3. So if I say anything that's already been stated or they've already clarified it, I'm sorry. This is just my own perception and what I really want fixed. I got a list here of things that I kind of want to go over. The first one I want to talk about is spawns. I mean, nothing pissed me off more in this game than spawns, and the bullshit of it was when you can actually, while you watch your death on a kill cam, you can see the previous person, the person that kills you, their own death, and them spawning and saying, "Oh, look, there you are. I'm gonna kill you now." It irritated the shit out of me, and especially when you got like your 8th or 9th kill and you're about to get your 10th or 11th, or if you're whatever, depending on what you're running, and then all of a sudden that happens. I understand they really want to avoid spawn trapping and such like that, but in a sense you can actually still do it in this game, especially on Nuketown. You control this middle area where I'm at right now. You just control that area, looking at the house or whatever they're spawning. You can trap the shit out of them. But really one thing, like I've said it before in my other videos, spawn pushing, pushing the spawn and such. You got to play this game smart, but that's one of the things that I think Infinity Ward and Treyarch were trying to avoid, was the spawn trapping. So I can understand from that perspective. But one thing I really want is if an enemy person is around, you don't spawn them 5 feet away from them so they can say hello. The next thing I want to talk about is coming into games. There have been countless times where if I'm going in like with me and a friend of mine, or 3 of us together, we decide to go to play. We get brought into a game that is like 6,300 kills to 2,400 kills. I mean, what's the point of bringing us into this game when we're gonna lose? It's a guaranteed loss. I mean, you could be so good at this game, but the fact of the matter is, you come in, there's no way that you're really going to catch up to that, especially like in a domination game. It's 173 to 54. I just don't understand the point of that. So pretty much with Black Ops, you actually had to go in with a full group. Because if you didn't go in with a full group, you were going to come into these type of games. So I really hope that they fix that. And one thing that I think would fix it is when you come into a game, it would tell you, like before you enter the game, the score is this and this. Do you choose to continue? And that way, it's up to you if you want to continue into the game, or if you want to, back out. But lately, I guess I didn't even know this, but a lot of people that I played with that went into a game that was such a high score, if you don't actually just enter the game, you just spectate, it will kick you, and it won't actually count. So that's just a little, information for those out there. Next thing I want to talk about is the knife. I don't know if other people could agree with me, or if it's like a lag thing or something, but the knifing in this game was just irritating as shit. I can remember countless times where I can actually watch the blade come out, slice across the person, and act like it's coming back into the sleeve of where the knife goes, and the person just stands there and goes, "Nope, I'm knifing you," and kills you. Or other times where it's clear as day that I have got the lead on you, but when you watch the kill cam, they've got like a second ahead of you. That really irritated the crap out of me as well in this game. One thing I also want to finish up with, or finish up with here talking, is central locations of the maps. Now, I'm not against this. I'm not for it. I just don't really see how Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer's going to do this. But in Black Ops, a lot of the maps had central locations, and it supported a better way of playing the game at times, but it also supported camping. And I can admit that I've done this before, but I think, like I said in my other videos, it's all about strategy. And this is a pretty good sequence here. it's all about strategy. But the thing about it is the central maps, or central locations of the maps. And my commentary is still rambling on here, so what I've decided is I'm just going to throw in another video here to continue with my discussions. I'm bringing you a TDM on firing range. I'm using the M14. Let's see, perks I'm using is Ghost Pro, Sleight of Hand, and Tactical Mask. But like I was saying about central locations on the maps, I don't think Modern Warfare 2 really had these a lot, but Black Ops really did. When I talk about central locations, I'm talking about on most maps, there was a spot that you could stay at, or you could go around, and you could get a full 360-degree turn of the whole map. And, you know, like I said, that supports camping, but it also supports, you know, smarter ways to play it and such. But I don't know if I'm going to be for this or against this, because when it comes to central locations, it helps provide, you know, better support and ways of playing the game when it comes to, like, you know, domination, demolition, capture the flag, you name it. But what it also does is it makes it kind of boring at times, because that's where everybody wants to go. Now, Modern Warfare 2, they didn't really have this a lot, so there was a lot more running around, you know. Like, if you think of, like, Afghan, there was no central location. There was just, you know, the outside perimeter, and there was the center area. Some other maps, Crash, you know, the old Call of Duty 4 map that was brought to Modern Warfare 2, that really didn't have a central location. You know, that one building a lot of people went to that had the roof area to go to, but it really didn't, you know, have a central spot. But, like, Black Ops, every map that I can practically think of did. Like, look at firing range. This area that I'm staying towards at, this is a central location, because you can turn around, you can look at firing range, you can turn over the other way, you can look at the bathrooms, you can turn to the left and look where C-spawn is. You have a full 360-degree turn. Nuketown had that. You control that center spot and look towards the house they're spawning, and you control that. Hanoi had another center building. You know, and at times I supported it, and other times I did not support it, because, you know, it's support camping, but I've done it before. Everybody here can honestly say that they've done it before. But I just really, I don't know if I'm for it or if I'm against it. I think depending on the gameplay and, you know, other people's sense of style, it all really depends. Next thing I guess we could talk about is, you know, some things that I would personally like to see in the gameplays, like, you know, capture the flag, domination, demolition, sabotage, you know, the objective gameplays. What if they maybe, like, you know, didn't have a specific spot for these areas? Like, you know, they didn't have a specific spot for A, they didn't have a specific spot for B. You know, the bombs would change a little bit, but, you know, it would still be within the area that, you know, is not favoring one side. Maybe that's something that they could change up a little bit, and maybe, you know, add a little more fun to the game. You know, and the other gameplay, that kill command, I'm actually looking forward to this, where, you know, you don't get credit for the kill unless you take their dog tag. So, you know, that could, in a sense, could be, you know, fun as well, because it adds a little extra, you know, incentive or thing you need to do in order to get that and to, you know, move up to your next kill streak and such. Survival and Spec Ops, you know, I was a big fan of it in Modern Warfare 2. I liked it. I liked being able to change it up a little bit. I love the AC-130 map, where you had somebody, you know, running on the bottom and you were shooting up in the AC-130. That was a lot of fun. But this one looks, you know, it looks like that on crack. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm looking actually forward to Spec Ops / Survival, like, you know, zombies with guns. Let's see, another thing that I'm actually looking forward to, and I'm not fully sure about, like, what exactly this means, but when it comes to gun leveling, you level with your gun, I guess, where, you know, in a sense, it's going to allow people that like to use the first, you know, starting guns, like the carbine, or, you know, whatever gun, like with us, it was the M16, or the, what's that other, God, I can't even think off the top of my head right now. Or the MP5K, you know, you could actually start off with those guns and level up with it. So in a sense, you could keep that gun through your entire leveling process. So That would be kind of cool. One other thing that I'm actually happy for and disappointed for is that there's not going to be a nuke in Modern Warfare 3. I, honest to God, used to be a nuke whore. I would try so hard to get that nuke, and when I did, I would just get furious, you know, and it really jeopardized and really caused me to have a lower kill streak or a lower KD than what I do in Black Ops. But yeah, that's, you know, generally what I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit about, like, what I'm looking forward to. And like I said, if some of the stuff I said, you know, has already been clarified or been stated they're fixing it, sorry. But yeah, thanks for checking, and I hope you guys enjoy the next videos to come.